So, Mr. T50JMO, what is it with private number plates? I've never really understood the attraction to that. I mean, again, this is not a rant, and I'm not judging people that have private number plates. I know quite a few people that have them, and each to their own. Like, fine, you know, knock yourself out. I just don't know. I've never really fancied them. Never really saw the point in them, I guess. What's that then? What do we reckon that means? T50JMO. Tomo? Todjabo? Todger? Yeah, my name is Todger, and I've got a C63 AMG. Yeah. Tomo? Todger? Where the fuck did I get Todger from? Anyway, see you later, C63 AMG. I've never really been a big fan of Mercedes. I've mentioned this before, I think. I was a BMW man in it. I lacked my BMWs. Do you know what I mean? But I did, like, Mercedes are nice though, to be honest. I've had a Mercedes as a loan car before, and it was very nice. Very nice. It was nice. I like. Oh, I've just got a fucking cramp in my hip. Gotta stand up. Car behind me now thinks I'm fucking twerking. I just go, oh yeah, Jesus. Does that happen to anyone else every now and again? You're just riding along and for no reason whatsoever, you get bloody cramp in your hip. Not getting any younger. Age is creeping up on me. It's fascinating, isn't it? You know, as the body gets older and things start to deteriorate, and it's fascinating, you know. It's a shame, because obviously we'd all like to stay fit and young and healthy for maybe much longer, but it is a shame really how the body and the mind, you know, a lot of people end up getting things like dementia and, you know, horrible conditions like that just completely ruin someone's life, like completely take away a person's quality of life. But yeah, it's fascinating how your body changes and how your body, like, you can't endure what you used to be able to endure. Like, your body can't take the punishment anymore. Your knees start getting sore and your back starts getting sore, and there is the rain. There's the rain. Hopefully I'll get home before it rains properly. Just a couple of spots at the minute. But yeah, so the body starts to break down basically, and then depending on how you've lived your life, you've got things like heart disease, lung disease. Like, really, when you think about it, there's not a lot to look forward to in old age, is there? And it's not like the UK is geared up to facilitate a good quality of life when you retire, because it's just fucking not. Like, they're going to put the retirement age up again. They don't want people to live and stop working and actually enjoy life. They want people to carry on working until they die, so that they don't have to pay out all the bloody state pensions. It's so fucking sad when you think about it, that you work all your life, and for many people, they might not be able to afford to actually retire, stop work, kick back a little bit, just have your last few years doing what you want to do with your fucking life. You know, it's a sad state of affairs that many people will have to carry on being someone else's slave, earning money for someone else, right up until the point where you die. Well, hopefully I'm cheering you up anyway. We've all got this to look forward to, haven't we? I mean, I never used to really give a shit about retirement when I was younger, and we don't, do we? When you're like in your late teens, early 20s, most of us, we don't think about retirement. You know, people will say, oh, you need to save for the future, start paying into a pension, buy a house early, get on the property ladder. And then you think to yourself, yeah, fuck off, whatever, I'm going out on the piss. I was doing shots. I got to do shots. I'll buy some new Nikes, innit? Gotta get the latest Nikes. So you spend all your money, you piss it all up the wall. Well, some of us do. I fucking did. And now you get to this stage in life. So I'm 46 years old. I've still got 20 years, really, 21 years of work. But that's not a lot of time, is it? And now I'm thinking, hang on a minute, what is my retirement going to look like? Am I going to be able to live relatively comfortably? Like, you can't, there is no way, unless you are very, very, very tight and very clever throughout the bulk of your adult life, there's no way you're going to be able to live. You know, if you live a relatively lavish lifestyle now, you know, if you enjoy 2 holidays a year, you buy expensive clothes, you have an expensive hobby. But when you retire, unless you've been super clever, which chances are, if you've done all of that stuff, you haven't put all that much money away, then you're not going to be able to live that lifestyle when you're older, when you retire, are you? Because pensions and stuff is not really all that much. And it swings and roundabouts, isn't it? Like, do you enjoy life now and then sacrifice a little bit of quality of life later on, maybe? Or do you sacrifice that quality of life now for the benefit of maybe having loads more money and freedom when you retire? I'd go for the first option, right? I live life now, because you might not make it to retirement. Let's face it, that is a harsh reality, that any of us might not actually make it to retirement. Grizzly, it's coming through. And that's a scary thought, really, because we just don't know what's going to happen, right? We do not know what's around the corner. Like, you just don't. Yeah, welcome to a really cheery episode of Under the Helmet. But having said all that, that is why you need to go out and ride your bikes. You need to buy those new boots that you want, because fuck it, you might not be able to in 6 months' time. You need to, if you're thinking about upgrading your bike, if you can afford it, go for it, do it. You know, you only live once. If you want a new helmet because you've had yours for, I don't know, a year or two, and you fancy a new helmet, go for it. Get yourself that fucking helmet, you know, because as long as obviously you're still putting food on the table and you're paying your bills, then just do it. You know, that's what I'd say anyway. That's my philosophy. Enjoy life. Create memories. And it's not all about having like material things. It's not all about having material possessions. It's about looking back thinking, do you know what? I'm glad I did that, or I'm glad I bought that because I enjoy it. I'm glad I went out on that ride with the lads. I'm glad I did that biking holiday, you know? Because it's those things you're going to look back on and think, do you know what? I had a bloody good life. Whereas if you are, and like I say, folks, this is just my take on it. If you are cautious and frugal and you avoid spending money on, you know, material things, and I'm not saying get yourself into loads of bloody debt just to have a new set of levers and a new bike, or a holiday that you can't actually afford. You know, I'm not saying that, not to that extreme. But you know, if you live really, really carefully and frugally, and you're denying yourself things that you know you would enjoy, you know would create really good memories, you could end up regretting that. You know, you could fall ill in a couple of months' time, and then you could be looking back thinking, shit, I should have gone on that holiday, and I can't now because I'm ill. You know, something might change and you can't do or experience or have the things that you previously wanted. So within reason, enjoy life. Do it. You know, fuck it, innit? Like I said before, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, yeah. Anyway, so, yeah, thanks for listening to a lot of irrelevant shit on another episode of Under the Helmet.